This is LT Melton with FetchYourNews.com, and we're here with David Dyer, head coach of the Fannin Rebels baseball and softball team. Coach, you recently had a girl, Bailey Jones, sign a scholarship with Truett McConnell. Talk a little bit about Bailey and what she's done for the program.
Bailey's been a 2-year starter, been on a varsity for the last 3. Excellent character. She's a great classroom student, tremendous character like I just mentioned. Bailey's got a great arm for us. She played center field for us. She's left-handed. She was our all-year in center this year, and she played right and some left last year. She did a lot for us. Bailey was one of the only 2 seniors on our team this year, and this was kind of like a transitional year for us. We had a lot of young kids. We were lacking in some areas. I thought Bailey's leadership helped us. You know, we competed right there at the very end to make a chance at the state playoffs, and I thought Bailey's leadership. I thought her, her kind of calmness with how she handled things as a team. It wasn't what she was used to. We'd always been in the state playoffs recently, and I feel like she was a great role model for the younger players as we were trying to make that run. And got to that 3rd game against Franklin. I thought Bailey was a key part of the whole season.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I wanted to ask you about when you have your 2 seniors in a class that have been used to success, and you go through that rebuilding year where you guys aren't winning as many games as they're used to. Was Bailey one of those players that just became a rock and just kind of dealt with it and helped the younger players come along?
Yeah, we put her in center field from the get-go, all summer, and I think she started on probably every single game in center field for us the whole year. I think, Bailey understood the kind of team coming into. She's looking around, and there weren't any other seniors with her but one. And, we had 2, Caitlin Dickey had some varsity experience pitching the year before. Jace graduated, so we were having to bring in Whitney. So it was one of those transition years, and we played everybody in our region twice, plus the region tournament. So you're not going to fool anybody with the pitching. You just got to go pitch around people, get the ones out you can get out. I think Bailey recognized from that standpoint that, this isn't going to be the same type of team, but we got better as we went. We started out pretty rough, but I felt like some of those younger kids in those positions started paying dividends. And we just kept putting Bailey in center, and I felt like she had a good senior season. I think a lot of it, we depended on her a lot of things defensively. But I felt like, Bailey's best characteristics are, I explained to her mom toward the end of the season, regardless of where we finished the season, Bailey's a unique individual. She's one of those high school kids who truly gets it. She understands that life's not all about softball. She's going to go on and do things in her life with a college degree, and I'm glad to see that she's getting an opportunity to play at the next level. But she understands that, it's not like this is who Bailey is, and her whole personality is revolving around softball. Bailey's who she is, and softball happens to be part of it, about who she is.
Now, you spoke about her defensive prowess. I noticed she had over 800 fielding percentage on the defensive end, had 30 some odd putouts. When you're struggling with your pitching and you have young pitching, does that really help to ground your defense to have a center fielder with the arm like Bailey's?
Well, I felt like there were probably 3 different times she'd have had an assist from center field to the plate. We just didn't make the relay and get it or hold on to the ball at the plate. So when you see her standing at 200 or 190 feet, 185 feet, and catches a fly ball and someone's tagging up, and her throwing or having that opportunity to throw them out at the plate, you don't see many girls in high school stand at 185 on a fly ball, throw somebody at the plate, or even have a chance at it. They're normally going to throw to third to keep that runner from second moving up. But she has that kind of arm. She has that ability. Many times with runners at second, if you hit a ball, up the middle, that girl from second with the jump on the pitch is going to have an easy chance to score, and most people don't even go to the plate with it. With Bailey, they had to hold her up. I mean, they had to hold people up because she could throw to the plate in the air, no problem. Center field's an area in fast pitch where with slappers, they've got to play that short middle. So she had to be able to come up. I can remember Bailey starting out as a freshman. We had her at first, and we just felt like her arm was so well that if we put her at first, she's going to make 2 throws a game, really, and that maybe to the plate on a bunt situation.
Right.
So if we put her in the outfield, it gave her an opportunity to be able to make plays for us there.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time, and thank you very much.
Have a good one.